Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
This is Carson. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him.
They run it with Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Carson, the first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. It's a good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's...
Pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 5.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. Murray now on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. On third down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Well, you can see what... On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
When you run in the slant.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal.
A 44-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. Potential trouble looming for this defense. They'll need to stiffen here as they face a first and goal on their 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Ball carrier.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He was taken down by Bobby.
Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. CD for... Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They have the Murray to air it out again. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Seahawks 10.
Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 73 yards.
2-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's in.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
For DK Metcalf.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash and a bit of tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Seahawks 13.
Potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? From the 17, Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Duke Johnson, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. So he's in for his third score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. On third down, Carson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
4-yard line. Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
Let's get into the action here as the kicking unit is on the field looking to pick up 3.
Field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within a point.
The score, Cardinals 24, Seahawks 23.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. On third down, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the count. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people think...
but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8 on the play.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Makes the score Seahawks 32, Cardinals 24.
Timeouts at the defense's disposal, and it's doubtful that's going to be enough for him to get the ball back as we'll head back in for the final moments of this one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Phillips in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
16 yards, a first down.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
In 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And able to find Kirk complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to Christian Kirk.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.